Anthony. I'm the general manager here at Top Gear Powersports in Roselle, Illinois, located about 30 miles west of Chicago. Today we're talking about the brand new, highly anticipated Moto Guzzi V100 Mandello. In front of you, you see two different models. This is our base model in Magma Red, and this is the S model in Avantgarde Gray. So we're going to talk about some of the basics between the bikes today that are similar, some differences, why you may want to consider one over the other, and what we can do to help you get riding on one today. So the V100 is a really important bike for Moto Guzzi. It's basically meant to kind of get them going into a whole new generation of bikes. The power plant is the star of the show here. We've got a 1042cc transversal V-twin, very similar to a lot of the other Guzzis of the past. The core differences are that this is Guzzi's very first mass production liquid cooled motorcycle. In addition to that, it's also the most powerful, putting out 115 horsepower and approximately 77 foot-pounds of torque. It's got a lot of grunt, it's very smooth, and it's a power plant that we look forward to seeing in a few other models in the future, including the Stelvio, which is going to be making a return in the next couple of years here. Let's get down to some of the basics. So we'll start with the base model here. This is offered again in Magma Red. The base model comes in at $15,490. You're going to get a lot of really great features that you don't see in a lot of other bikes in similar price ranges, including electronically adjustable shield. You get radial mount Brembo calipers, and I forget who makes the fork, but they're good quality units all the way around here. The biggest differences between the base and the S model is that the S, you're going to get upgraded to the Öhlins EC2 semi-active electronically actuated suspension that's seen in the forks and on this TTX style shock in the rear. The S model comes at $17,490. You do get a couple more upgrades or accessories included in that price aside from the suspension. That would include heated grips as standard, a tire pressure monitoring system, which is quite nice. It comes pre-installed with the Piaggio Group's MIA system, which is essentially an emulator for your cell phone that's Bluetooth actuated. And I think that's most of the major differences between them. They both have cruise control, which is really great to use. Most of the hardware you'll see is the same as far as end controls, things like that. Going back to the electronically adjustable windshield, you'll see the shield all the way down. In the S model here, we have it up on the base model. So there's a couple of key important talking points on the V100. Some of you have seen the winglets online. And Steve, if you want to come a little closer here, we'll look at those a little bit closer. So these winglets, which we'll pull up in just a second here, are the first production motorcycle with active aerodynamics. And when you think active aerodynamics, typically you think performance. Rather, for the V100, it's more so a comfort feature. The idea is that when these winglets raise at highway speeds, or actually wherever speed you'd really like, but they're best used at highway speeds, creates kind of a bubble for the rider, making it a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more stable in higher speed situations. So let's get into the dash and some of the more nitty-gritty stuff here. When you turn it on, you'll have this nice animated display. We'll run through the ride modes, which are the biggest thing here. So you've got 4 ride modes. Right now it's in sport mode. When it's in sport mode, the wings are going to stay in all the time. When you go to road, the wings will come up at whatever designated speed that you would like them to, which can be changed in the settings a little bit later. Tour mode is going to set them off at specifically about 65 miles an hour. When we go to rain mode, which is next, we'll see the wings come out automatically and they'll stay out all the time. So you'll see them lift up right here once we switch over. Kind of a cool feature. Let's give this thing a start. We'll hear it a little bit. Sound for a stock exhaust. I've had a chance to ride a lot of the V100s on test rides and stuff, and this is a power plant that is really going to propel Guzzi into a new level here. We're really looking forward to seeing how it develops and what other models that it will eventually make its way into. Basically, you've got two really good options here. And on paper, the S model seems like the obvious choice. It's only $2,000 more. You get the Trick electronic suspension, the heated grips, the MIA system, the TPMS. So on paper, the dollars make more sense on the S model. Now, why would you get a base model? It's a good question. Oh, I actually forgot the one of the more important things in the S model is it comes with the quick shifter, which is a really great feature. Now, why would you buy a base model if it's only $2,000 for an S model? If you're somebody that gets a new motorcycle every 2, 3, 4 years, whatever have you, the S model may be the better option for you. You get more for your money, the value's there. You get a 2-year unlimited mile warranty. So the S model makes more sense if you're going to upgrade pretty quickly. The base model may make more sense if you're somebody that does your own service or if you're planning on keeping this bike for a longer time. I say that because the electronically actuated suspension will be a little bit more difficult to service. It'll be more expensive to service if something breaks. So these are things that people are looking a little bit more longer term should consider. All these accessories that are on the V100S can be put onto the base model. You can add a quick shifter, you can add the MIA system, you can add heated grips. So if you're looking towards longevity, a base model may be a better option. Plus, there's also some more interesting colors, I think, on the base model. Comes in Magma Red along with Polar White. The S model comes in two options. This is the Avant-Gardia, which is gray and very dark black with a lot of flake in it. The most popular option so far has been the Verde model, which is green and silver. It's really sharp looking, but those are pretty much only pre-order because there's such high demand on them. Currently, we have this Avant-Gardia is available. This particular red S model is sold to a gentleman in Michigan. It's coming to get it into a couple weeks. We do have one more red and we do have one more white available as well. So if you'd like to talk about how we can get you on a V100, contact us today here at Top Gear Powersports. Phone number is 630-307-7720. Thanks.